Hey guys, I'm Cale Anderson. I'm not a tarot reader, I'm a musician, but I plan on becoming more proficient at tarot readings. This is the Mystic Martian Oracle. It's an oracle card deck by Lisa Porter. And I'll read the description of the thing and I'll give a flip through for this deck. I've never done a tarot flip through before, but it should be fun. And I've had a look at these cards, but I haven't looked at each one individually, so this might be a long video, but we're going to have a look at the Mystic Martian Oracle. So, the great sky gods have silently been visiting and monitoring Earthlings since the beginning of time. This deck is designed and intended as a guide to extraterrestrial species that transcend and coexist within the human genetic mind. Each card is beautifully designed as a symbolic and representational conduit for a specific archetype and has keywords that include metaphysical, emotional, and psychological feelings and everyday practical meanings. Open your eyes and stretch your insights into far broader horizons and allow these great sky gods to impart their wise guidance and wisdom from multidimensional perceptions. That sounds right up my alley. So, it's a cool cover, and inside the cover there's a little grey alien, a little green man, and the front cover has a praying mantis being that looks like an Arcturian. Actually, that looks like a Syrian. That looks like an Arcturian. This is just the stuff that I've. That's the preconceived notions I have. So, the Mystic Martian Oracle, table of contents, and what's it say here? Okay, I'll read the introduction. It's just a short one. We are all cosmic starseed residue of life that was birthed from wonders beyond the extraordinary, now residing within the maya of illusion, hoping to fully awaken and remember back into our self-aware and enlightened universe. The vast array of aliens is immense, multi-layered, and even at times convoluted. Just like us young earthlings, Terran humans, all ET races and species have complex historical meta-narratives and sub-narratives. To cover the entirety of this in one deck is near impossible. This deck is designed and intended as a generic guide to extraterrestrial species that transcend and coexist within the human genetic mind. Each card is a symbolic and representational conduit for a specific archetype, as all is connected from micro to macro. And then it gives you a bit of information on using the cards. Then it's got some example spreads. And then it goes into the archetypes of the extraterrestrials. So let's have a look. I'm going to shuffle them so it's a bit of an adventure. We're not just going from one to one. From one to the next, you know? I can't shuffle because I've never really done this before. Hey, this card jumped out. Shadow self. Denial, projecting, shame. Okay. Alpha Centurions. Foresight, planning, strategy. Oh my god, it's an Alpha Centurion playing checkers. Oh, doing something with his hand. It looks like a checkerboard. And there's fish. So he's on like a water planet. There's a star, what are they called? Seahorse up there as well. And that's cool. So an Alpha Centurion playing checkers. I thought I'd seen everything. Have I seen a man eat his own head? No. Well, I haven't seen everything. Tall whites. Uncertainty, distrust, guarded. So there's some tall white dudes. The tall whites are pretty well known. You see them like reported a lot. Who was that? No, doesn't matter. Tall whites. Hell yeah. Autonomy, free will, manifestation. Andromedans. Holy shit. Look at the Merkabah. And the seed of life. The black hole. The Celtic spiral trifecta. The yin yang. That's my favorite so far, the Andromedans. So fucking cool. Hell yeah, man. Lyrans. These are the feline beings. Strength, courage, bravery. So the feline beings can be like tigers, lions, cats, panthers. They're my belief is that animals are aliens and their genetic composition comes from a place that their genetic composition led to here. And I believe that humans are seeded from the stars and the human form is present among the stars in all universes and galaxies and star systems and planets, because I just believe that we're all common brothers and sisters. We're common folk among the stars, and the animals are aliens too, and every animal that you can think of has a humanoid form. That's my belief. So there's, snake beings, rat beings, there's like rat people, dolphin people. That'd be cool. Hopefully we see a dolphin being in here. But the Lyran's strength, courage, bravery, that looks cool. He's a badass motherfucker. He's getting shit done. He's using his multi-dimensional tool. His orb of the stars. And then you see the cosmos in the background and he's on some kind of like spaceship. So that's the Lyrans. Lyrans are some of my favorite archetypes for sure. I've heard a few stories about the Lyrans that are cool. Like people having experiences where they, like a multi-dimensional experience where they shapeshift into a Lyran for a second when they're on magic mushrooms and they go, what the fuck just happened? I was a fucking cat, man. I was a bloody cat. Self, memories, identity, starseed. That is fucking gorgeous. That's my second favorite. Actually, this might be my favorite. You see the chakra system in the background, in the rectangle thing, the display cabinet or whatever it is. See another human. So these humans look sort of lost in their own minds, pondering life maybe. There's orbs outside. It's a very, very cool card. I like this one a lot. Speaking of cats, there's a cat up there. Maybe he's dreaming of his Lyran self. So self, memories, identity. That's my favorite card so far. Andromedans is a close second. Divine feminine, birthing, fertility. Vesica Pisces. That's cool. The energy coming off these is bloody immense. This is very sexual. Incredibly sexual. It's the merging of two energies, feminine and masculine, I think. Feminine's on the top, and it forms an eye in the middle, like experiencing the whole thing visually. And there's like a chest kind of idea around the eye, which could symbolize some kind of structure. Or that is really eye-opening. I feel like I'm tripping looking at it. So that's the Vesica Pisces. Probably butchering that name. Okay, next. Ooh. Now these dudes, these people are my favorite people in the universe. This is so cool. Wow. I suppose this is a representation of Enki and Enlil. Their story is so cool. I love Enki. Enki is the man. Controlling drama, conflict of interest. The Anunnaki. This card is bloody real. And that is intense. That is like, I'm lost for words on this one, so I'm gonna put that away. The flower of life, inspiration, awe, and dreams. The amount of times I've seen this and tapped into this consciousness is incredible. I've seen this so many times, sober and stoned. I haven't done drugs for about 6 years, but I've seen the flower of life pop up during that time. That's the makeup of the whole universe. Behind the Fibonacci sequence and encompassing the Fibonacci sequence is this. All mathematics, all patterns, all colors, all frequencies come from this motherfucker. I've said motherfucker a lot. I'm gonna stop saying motherfucker. I'm just excited. I love this. And I'm not one to usually say motherfucker, so it's funny as. I don't know where that's coming from, man. Okay, moving on. Corrupt, unethical cults. Alpha Draconians. So that's a reptilian and he's on a throne. He looks like a cool motherfucker. God, I'm embarrassing, man. He's a winged... Oh, maybe this isn't a reptilian. I mean, it's a reptilian, but it's probably like it looks like a dragon being because it's got wings. He's got wings, or she's got wings, and a crown of many crowns. It's a cool guy. Feeling safe, wisdom keepers, concern, Arcturians. I love Arcturians. He's so sweet. This looks like a technological wizard Arcturian. Is that a human serving him a coffee? Oh no, the coffee's sitting on the table. It's hard to see on the camera because it's all flipped around. So this is SNAIRUTCRA instead of Arcturians because it's backwards. And I don't know, it's just hard to see it on such a small screen because I'm using my phone. The coffee cup looks like it's in his hand, like he's passing the human's passing the coffee to the Arcturian, but it looks like the Arcturians visiting him, and he's got a protective bubble on so the human doesn't interfere with his energy. And maybe to protect the human as well, because if the energy of an Arcturian was to come in contact with a human, they would be scattered everywhere in a million different directions because they can't handle that light right now. So that's cool. Next up, beauty, nature, patterns. Going along great with the flower of life, the golden ratio. Spiral out, keep going. Spiral out, keep going. Spiraling, keep flowing. Infinity, eternal, past life. Ouroboros. Did I say that right? Ray LaMontagne has an album called Ouroboros, and at first I didn't like it as much as his older stuff, but Ouroboros is a really good record. He is so cool. But this is awesome. So we got the symbolism of the snake eating itself infinitely, with wings though. What could that mean? What would happen if he flapped his wings while he's consuming himself? Like would... It would make her spin around really fast and fly off. You know, this looks cool. So this is the Ouroboros, Affinity, Eternal, Past Life. And it's a woman in the womb of creation. That's cool. Whoa! Visions, manifesting, meditation, third eye. That's got to be a close second to the... what was my favorite card? No, I can't remember. That's a close second to my favorite card. This is so cool. This looks like an Alex Gray painting, in a way. Reflection, kindness, compassion, water element. So there's element cards as well. So this would be good for readings that are trying to find someone's star sign. You know, if they're a water sign, they're Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. If they're an earth sign, they're a Capricorn. I can't remember the rest. But that's cool. So that looks human swimming in the ocean. Yeah. Integration, life lessons, emanation. Whoa. Is this the Kabbalah? It's like a tree. Or is this some kind of tree of life? Is this the tree of life? I'm having some brain fart moments right now looking at this, but that is bloody cool. Oh, it is the Kabbalah. Kabbalah tree of life. So yeah, that's really cool. I like that. Whoa. responsibilities, lessons growing up. Syrians from Sirius B. And if I'm not mistaken, Sirius B is the water planet in the Sirius cluster. I think Sirius C is the sun and Sirius A is where I'm from. But Sirius B, Syrians, it's a very interesting archetype. Looking at that's hard to know what's going on because where's his face? Which way is he looking? What's that flare on his leg? And does that wrap around his body or does he have it on both sides of his leg? It's very multidimensional, this picture. And then there's a mermaid flying. There's a mermaid flying through the air, coming out of the water, and it's known that mermaids originate from Sirius B. And there's dolphins which also originate from Sirius B. If Sirius B is the water planet, I'm thinking, but it obviously is because this is water everywhere. There's a bit of land, but he looks cool. He's like a little chameleon. No, it looks like a fish man. That's cool. I have a feeling this one's going to be a good one. Ooh, that's so weird. Okay, artistic integrity, honesty. Syrians from Sirius A. This is what I was talking about. So that's cool. That's a cool gown as well. That's my homie there. That's so cool. He's got like a Merkabah beaming from his hand, and a Merkabah in the background, and the other planets in the background. That was cool. Ooh. Now we're going to Inner Earth. Manifesting multidimensional perception attunement. The Garthans. That's what it's all about. You see the city in the background, one of the cities, and then the UFOs in the background, in the sky, and the bright lights, which are probably also UFOs. Looks like there's, oh no, they're not cities, they're crystals. So there's crystals all over, and they've got the beautiful fruit that wouldn't taste like anything on the surface of Earth. The waterfall in the background. That is a gorgeous card, and much love to the Agarthans. Oh, this is cool. These guys are badass. Controversial, assessing new perspectives. Nephilim. So they're the giants, carrying a whole tree in his hand. Hey giant, are you Devil's Tower? That's cool, man. He's a cool dude. Here's the earth element. Survival, adaptable, reliable. So just like the water card, it's an element card, and it's kind of generic, but it's got a lot of good energy coming from it. This is one I've never heard of before, but this is mystery, reading between the lines, and intuition. And they're the Ebens. He looks very unfamiliar, but damn cool. He's a cool looking dude. Timid, misunderstood, shy. Short greys. It's a cool little gang of 3 greys just chilling and doing some light language with their hands. Lovers, erotica, sensuality. Nagas. So there's the Nagas. So they're like half serpent beings. These beings are talked about in ancient cultures a lot. The Nagas. Like, I think Temple Kailasa is known to have some sculptures and art of the Nagas. Same with other parts of the world as well. Nagas are really interesting, and I don't know, they were all about loving and erotica and sexuality and sensuality, but that looks like paradise. Stalking, intimidation, confrontation, men in black. These guys used to be everywhere, hey? You heard about them everywhere. Whenever there was a UFO sighting or an alien if there was an alien scene or something, you'd get a visit from these guys very shortly after. And they seem to be around every corner. I saw a UFO once, and I don't care to admit it. It's the most magical thing I've ever seen. No fear, just pure bliss. It was like I could feel the energy of that thing, and it was so gorgeous and light and colourful. And it split apart clouds, like it was just a completely cloudy sky. It split apart the clouds like they were nothing, which, I mean, they're not very heavy or anything, but to move a cloud, pretty cool. So the men in black. Tall greys, utilitarian, organised, intimidating. So they've got some humans in test tubes, and looks like there's some experimentation going on the left of the card there. Interesting. Getting close to the end. Hey babe. Unconditional love, excitement, laughter. These people are so innocent. Pleiadians. Our comrades. Our cedars. And she's just chilling in a beautiful location in the Pleiades. That's cool. I know Maya, Electra, Alcyone. I know a fair few planets and suns from the Pleiades star cluster. Number 25, air element, philosophy, discrimination, empathy. So there's another element card. This one's a bit more interesting, but it's very airy energy. Gemini, Aquarius. And I can't remember the other one. I'm not good with horoscopes. With horoscopes. Infinity, destiny, magic. Alchemy, the philosopher's stone. This is something I'm very, very familiar with. And I know what that is. That is so bloody cool. It's gotta be one of my favorites. Here we go, they're the badass ones. Predator, survival, tyrannical, reptilians. This guy looks like he's gonna jump into a boxing match with a Pleiadian. Berserker. Another element card, fire, warrior, passion, fearlessness. This one has actually got a human on it. Looks like she's gone through a bit of a rebirth experience. Purification. When people do DMT, they hear a lot about these guys, and usually what they'll be doing is they'll be operating on cybernetic computer systems typing away at every angle with their fast speed and their crazy movements, like these mantis beings. This is Enigma, elusive, sensitive. Praying mantises are so cool on Earth. It just makes you wonder what a highly evolved humanoid praying mantis being would be like in real life. Well, disclosure is pretty imminent when you're thinking about, like, disclosure will happen within the next 100 years, perhaps even 10 years, perhaps even 2 seconds. Bloody UFO lands in my backyard. You never know what's going to happen, like, with disclosure. We're hearing more and more every day. All you have to do is go on YouTube and look up alien disclosure, and you'll see a lot of it's bullshit, but a lot of it's real, and some stuff you can't fake. Solitude, independence, peace. Ooh, the vegans. I love these guys so much, and they're beautiful archetypes there. Beautiful clothing. Wow. Oh, this reminds me of home. Romance, soulmates, empathy, the Venusians. You know who was a Venusian? Nikola Tesla. An autistic Venusian. The best concoction. And this card is beautiful. There's 2 lovers in a lotus sun with flowers in the background, in white clothing, embracing one another. The Venusians are so highly evolved, and that is so cool to see. By the way, thank you for sticking through this video so far. I hope you're enjoying the cards, and I highly encourage you to go and pick up these cards yourself, because it's a very amazing deck. And it's not that expensive either, so go and check it out. Just look up Mystic Martian Oracle on... I bought mine from Tarotpedia, and see if you can find a copy, because this is the coolest thing ever. But the next card I draw, I'm gonna go to the page in the booklet and read what it is, so you can get an idea on how much information they give in the book. Pentagram, harmony, protection, idealism. Look at those colors. That's incredible looking. That's so cool. So the pentagram, was it? Yeah, pentagram. I dropped my cards. The pentagram contains layers of meanings. The ancient Greeks, Babylonians, Taoist, Freemasons. Gotta love the Freemasons there. They've been around for a very long time. And pagans all use the pentagram as a symbolic modality. Today's neo-pagan Wiccans typically use the pentagram star shape inside a protective circle to represent the 4 elements of life and the ether spirit element, with the most important top-pointed arrow of the star being the spirit, because it esoterically links life and directs all the other elements. Pythagoras ascribed the divine proportions of the pentagram to fractal equally eternally in the golden section, 1 plus the sum of itself. Pythagoreans associated the pentagram symbol with health and well-being of the human body. The inverted pentagram alone is usually a reference to the Baphomet and a sigil for post-Christian Satanism. The ancient Chinese assigned the pentagram to explain Wu Xing. The earth, metal, water, wood, and fire transitions are moments or different phases of energy and phenomena. So the card meaning, if you pull it upright, is natural elements of life, harmony, protection, good health, perfection, idealism, satisfaction, safety, security. And if you pull the Pentagram card reversed, it means idolizing, putting on a pedestal, worshipping, materialism, over, under, protective, insecurity. So that's just an example of what the Mystic Martian Oracle kind of details in the book. Like it's a pretty thick book for what it is, giving a lot of detail to the cards, and then all the rest is up to your intuition, which is pretty easy to do. You just have to be in touch with that part of you that connects to source and your higher self. Whoa, this is cool. Messages, curiosity, signs, crop circles. So some orbs doing some work on this crop. A sign for some kind of technology. A blueprint for some kind of advanced technology. So that maybe somebody can see it and create something that maybe it's like a free energy source. They can create they can construct the machinery to do this free energy, but it's open to the public because it's in a crop circle. But surely, yeah. Ooh, resilient, bold, sassy. The toe Sitians. And UFOs in the background, in some kind of rock planet. Cool being. So we've got 3 more cards left. The Merkabah Movement, long distance travel, excitement. If you can connect to your own Merkabah, that field that surrounds you, connects in that torus field, like the apple that goes around your body and brings energy in and up and down and around, that Merkabah, you can travel in that shit. I've never done it because I'm not spiritually evolved, or I'm not spiritually remembered, but that's what you can do with the Merkabah. So that's what it means by long distance travel, movement. And it is exciting, so that's why it says excitement. But that's cool, that's a cool representation of the Merkabah. That's so cool. I've seen one of these beings. Philosophy, releasing karma and mysticism, the blue avians. Actually, yeah, I have. I thought I got mixed up with a different race. There's a different breed of bird than this one, but that's a cool humanoid bird for you. Lots of orbs. That's cool. I've seen them multiple times, some of them in my dreams and some of them in reality, or in my reality, the universe that I occupy. And lastly, this is a weird card to finish on. It's just synchronistic as, because it sums up the whole rest of them. Collaborations, meetings, community. The Galactic Federation. And there we see a bunch of beings. There's a human there, is it? Yeah. A Lyran, praying mantis being, an Andromedan, a blue avian, an Arcturian, an Andromedan. That's about as much as I can name. So that's been a long ass video, and it's been a flip through, but a bit of a flip out as well of the Mystic Martian Oracle. I think this is the coolest deck I own. I own a fair few. If you're into tarot cards and you like pick a card readings and stuff, subscribe to Kino Tarot, because I'm not a tarot reader. Don't subscribe to me unless you're into music and you've got a niche style of music, because my music's pretty out of the ordinary and very all over the place. If I'm being completely transparent and completely honest, there's probably no point in subscribing to me unless you like my personality or you want to check out some music. But other than that, go and check out some other tarot readers and you might see this deck pop up. Okay, I love you guys. See you on the next one, if you're around. See ya.